Tillyard, a successful lawyer, had a reputation for punctilious accuracy, both as a secretary but also as an organiser. He was instrumental in ensuring the success of the Society's first exhibition in London in 1890. He had helped the Duke of Edinburgh to organise his collection for display, and this led to his appointment as philatelic advisor to the Duke of York, later King George V. In 1914, the Society approved the introduction of medals for meritorious philatelic work. They were first awarded in 1920 because of the intervention of the First World War, and it was agreed that they would be known as the Crawford Medal and the Tapling Medal. And here is the reverse, which is common to all three, with the words Royal Philatelic Society London, founded April 10th, 1869, Utile Dulci, the useful with the pleasurable, referring to the enjoyment of collecting stamps and of the utility of stamps for the general public. And there's the Tapling Medal. And finally, the Tillyard Medal. Tillyard was Honorary Secretary of the Society from 1894 until 1913, when he died at the age of only 62. And he's probably the least known of the three. John Alexander Tilleard, 1850 to 1913, was elected to membership of the Society in 1887. In the same year, he was elected to Council and elected Honorary Assistant Secretary in 1889, becoming Honorary Secretary in 1894. And he was a careful and committed officer of the Society for 19 years until his death. His contemporaries wrote about him in Stamp Collectors Fortnightly in July 1910, saying, in 1894 Mr Tilleard was elected to the Honorary Secretaryship of the Society, and he has ever since fulfilled the duties of the office with such unfailing tact and ability that the bare possibility of his resigning the post would be hailed as something like a calamity by every fellow of the RPS. And at that point, every member, very nearly every member, was a fellow. Although chiefly distinguished for his wise and tactful administrative work, he has borne a generous part in the strictly philatelic labours of the Society and has favoured his fellow members with many scholarly and closely reasoned papers. By profession, a lawyer, Mr Tilleard has the mental habit typical of the legal man, clear, logical, exact. But with it, he has also the dry, genial humour and the splendid tact that so often accompany the well-trained legal mind. He read a paper to the Society on the Prince Edward Island stamps, which was published in the London Philatelist in 1893. Most of his collection had been sold in the 1880s to MP Castle. But Tillyard, together with Douglas Garth, had bought the essays and the original dies for the Prince Edward Island stamps in 1892 and presented them to the Society, where they are still in the museum. He wrote also on the postage and telegraph stamps of India, and this is published in the LP in 1896. And parts of the collection of the Duke of Edinburgh, who was Honorary President of the Society from 1890 to 1900, were arranged and presented by Tillyard to the Society to view. He was a member of the committee of the London exhibition in 1890 and secretary to the 1897 exhibition. In 1893, the Duke of Edinburgh proposed Tillyard as a philatelic advisor to the Duke of York, later King George V. The Duke was obviously happy with the recommendation, as can be seen from the engraved silver tea service that he presented to Tillyard in December 1895. On the bottom is engraved J. A. Tillyard from the Duke of York, December 1895. There was a teapot in sterling silver, a sugar bowl, and a jug for milk. And here you can see the hallmark for Maxfield and Sons, the maker, the Lion Passant, the assay mark for silver quality of 92.5%, the leopard's head signifying manufacture in London, and the letter T for the year 1894, all of which fits perfectly. The Society was fortunate to acquire this memento of J. A. Tillyard, the Duke of York and the Duke of Edinburgh, as a reminder of the contribution that they all made to the Royal and to philately in the past. We were also fortunate to find this at Cato Crane's auctioneer's sale in Liverpool in 2014, where the lot was knocked down for £618, including the buyer's premium plus VAT and delivery. This is the Tillyard Medal, awarded to Herbert Charles Vassall Adams on the 18th of December 1947. It came to us following an auction at Dix Noonan Webb on the 30th of May 2012. As a donation, we were extremely pleased to receive it, and we are always pleased to receive donations of philatelic medals from all occasions and from all sources and from all countries.